In the blink of an eye, we've left the 20th century far behind and have been swept up in a whirlwind of technological advancements. As we stand here, 2 decades into the 21st century, it's astounding to reflect on how much has changed. The year 2000 may not seem too distant, yet when we look at the technology back then compared to now, it feels like a leap across centuries. Remember those bulky desktop computers? Now we hold more powerful devices in our pockets, the smartphones, connecting us to the world and beyond, anytime, anywhere. And let's not forget the birth and boom of the internet, the World Wide Web, that rapidly transformed not just how we communicate, but how we live, work, and play. Information, once a scarce resource, is now at our fingertips, a mere click away. Of course, the rise of artificial intelligence, or AI, has been nothing short of revolutionary. From voice assistants that can order your favorite pizza to self-driving cars, AI's influence is pervasive and growing. It's not an exaggeration to say that AI is reshaping our world, quietly weaving itself into the fabric of our daily lives. But technology, as we know, is a relentless march forward. It never stops at the present. The frontier of innovation is always pushing, always expanding. Even as we marvel at the wonders of today, scientists and engineers across the globe are already hard at work crafting the technologies of tomorrow. And that's where our story takes a fascinating twist. As we peer into the horizon, 2 emerging technologies stand out, poised to redefine our future. The first, a marvel at the molecular level, is nanotechnology, promising to revolutionize everything from medicine to manufacturing. The second, a tool that turns digital blueprints into tangible objects, is 3D printing, a technology that could democratize manufacturing and potentially solve some of our most pressing problems. And yet, the journey of discovery and innovation continues unabated, with 2 technologies promising to redefine our future: nanotechnology and 3D printing. Nanotechnology, a term that sounds straight out of a sci-fi movie, is very much a reality of our times. This marvel of modern science is all about manipulating matter on an atomic and molecular scale, a realm where a nanometer, 1/1000th of a meter, becomes a significant unit of measurement. Now, imagine if we could harness this technology to create nanobots, microscopic machines that could be implanted into our brains. Sounds like a stretch? Well, not quite. Researchers at the University of California, San Diego have already developed a neural implant that can capture high-resolution information about deep neural activity. This thin, transparent implant, embedded with a dense array of graphene electrodes, records electrical and calcium signals from the brain's surface. But let's take it a step further. What if these nanobots could be used to connect us to the virtual world? Through a brain-computer interface, a direct communication pathway between our brains and external devices, we could access the digital universe like never before. Imagine being able to download a book directly into your brain or stream your thoughts onto a computer. It sounds like something from a far-off future, but with the pace of technology, that future might be closer than we think. The potential of nanotechnology is truly staggering. Not only could it revolutionize how we interact with technology, but it could also provide solutions to complex problems our minds alone couldn't solve. It's like having an infinite library of knowledge and capabilities right in our heads. In essence, nanotechnology could open doors to a world where we could become superhumans, not in the sense of physical strength or speed, but in terms of intellectual capacity and connectivity. We could have access to endless information and the power to process and utilize that information in unprecedented ways. As we inch closer to fully understanding and exploiting this technology, we stand on the brink of becoming superhumans, armed with an arsenal of information at our neural tips. From the realm of the tiny, we leap to a technology that's making a big impact: 3D printing. Just as a baker layers cake batter in a mold, 3D printing layers material to create a physical object. But instead of a baker, we have a computer, guided by a digital blueprint. Instead of cake batter, we use a variety of materials, from plastic to metal, even living cells. The applications are as diverse as the materials we can use. A broken tool, print a new one. Need shelter, print a house. The potential to shape our world quite literally is immense. Today we're printing prosthetics, car parts, even buildings. But imagine a future where we're printing electric cars or even spaceships. Researchers are already pushing the boundaries of what's possible. At the University of Oxford, scientists have 3D printed a simplified brain tissue using human stem cells. This breakthrough could eventually provide tailored repairs for individuals with brain injuries, changing countless lives for the better. But 3D printing isn't just about what we can create, it's also about who can create. As 3D printers become more affordable and easier to use, more people will have the power to make, to invent, to solve problems. The democratization of manufacturing could spur a new era of innovation as everyday inventors print solutions to challenges large and small. The implications are profound. With the right blueprint and materials, anyone could print a piece of furniture, a bicycle, or even a house. We're heading towards a future where the line between the digital and the physical world blurs. A future where we don't just download and share information, but physical objects too. If this technology becomes widely accessible, we could be looking at a future where the line between the digital and physical world blurs even further. The potential of these technologies is staggering. But it's not just for scientists and tech gurus to ponder upon. It's a topic that should spark the curiosity of everyone, from students to retirees, from artists to engineers. Discussions around nanotechnology and 3D printing aren't just about the technicalities, but should also touch on the ethical implications, the social effects, and the myriad of possibilities these technologies could bring. Imagine the conversations around dinner tables, in classrooms, and in coffee shops, when we start to discuss how nanobots could change our brains, or how 3D printing could revolutionize the way we live. The more we talk, the more ideas we generate, and the more informed we become. It's essential to remember that technology is not just a tool, but a reflection of our values, our desires, and our aspirations. It's a mirror that shows us not just who we are, but who we could be. And so the discussions we have around these technologies should also reflect these aspects. We must ask ourselves, what kind of future do we want to create? How can we ensure that these technologies are used in a way that benefits humanity as a whole, not just a select few? How can we mitigate potential risks and avoid unintended consequences? These are not easy questions, and there are no simple answers, but the power of discussion lies not in finding definitive answers, but in asking the right questions, in challenging assumptions, and in sparking new ideas. So let's talk, let's ponder, let's debate, let's imagine a world where nanotechnology and 3D printing are as commonplace as smartphones and the internet. Let's think about the potential benefits and pitfalls, the opportunities and challenges, the wonders and the worries. Your thoughts, your conversations, and your curiosity could very well shape the technology of our future. So, as we stand on the cusp of a future shaped by nanotechnology and 3D printing, what can we expect? The rhythm of life as we know it is changing, and the tempo is only set to increase. Nanotechnology, for instance, is paving the way for microscopic robots that could potentially be implanted into our brains. These nanobots, working in harmony with brain-computer interface technology, could connect us to the virtual realm faster and more seamlessly than ever before. Imagine the power that could bestow on us, the ability to access a limitless pool of information, solve complex problems with a thought, and enhance our cognitive abilities in ways we can't even fathom yet. But it's not just about the individual. The social implications of such technology are profound. Picture a world where education is no longer bound by geographical disparities, where every mind, regardless of location, has access to the same wealth of knowledge. The potential for global development and equality is immense. Let's then turn our gaze towards 3D printing. This technology is already revolutionizing the way we create, but by 2050, its impact will be even more significant. From printing tools and homes today, we could be printing modes of transportation tomorrow. The implications are staggering. If we can create larger machines, 3D printing could become accessible to all, opening the door to infinite possibilities. Consider, for instance, the potential of an affordable 3D printer for food. It might sound like science fiction, but the technology is feasible. If developed and made widely accessible, we could be looking at a solution to world hunger. Imagine a world where nutritious, sustainable food is available at the touch of a button. No child would go to bed hungry, no family would struggle to put meals on the table. The future is a canvas of infinite possibilities, and it's technologies like these that hold the brush. So let's marvel, let's discuss, and let's dream, for the future is closer than we think.